Good evening. Monique Bustamante here at Oxnard College Performing Arts Center. Tonight at the Latino Thought Maker Series, we are presenting an amazing night with Edward James Olmos. I can't wait. College, who do we have right here?
My name is Andres Orozco.
Andres, can you tell us what's going on tonight?
Well, we have Edward James Olmos here headlining our series with Rick Najera. He invites artists from Hollywood to come out here and share with our community their insights. So we're excited to have him.
We're very excited too. There's a lot of people out there. How are you guys going to do to fit so many people?
Well, they had reserved seating, and then there's also a spill room over in the next building. We have a projector, and we have, I think, about 120 seats. So we should have room for everybody.
Awesome. Who made this happen?
Well, Oxnard College has started a Latino Institute for Performing Arts, and you're just about going to start hearing about it, you know. But we're going to try and get people from the community to be a part of this institute, to learn how to act, and we also have a television program here, so they'll be doing what you're doing and what your camera person is doing. So hopefully we'll get more people involved in the arts in Oxnard.
Absolutely. That's such an amazing thing. Thank you so very much for your time.
Thank you very much.
We have here?
We have tacos de carnitas.
Oh, wow.
But eat your choice of salsa verde, salsa roja, cilantro, and red onions.
And what's this?
This is Swedish meatballs and hot dogs.
Oh. I got one more.
Oh, shit.
Hey, Rick.
Mexican American Academy Award. How did that feel?
The Academy Awards always feel like there's such a pleasure and such a surprise because you never know that that's going to happen. So I was very, very excited.
I was very excited to interview the actor, the director, but just listening to you, you're a humanitarian, you're an activist. That's amazing. What would you want to tell followers?
That the world is wide open to them if they allow themselves to educate their minds.
I love it. I love it. I'm a Mexican American single mom. Every single movie that you've seen, I've an amazing message at every movie. Is there a movie that touched your heart a little bit more than all of the ones that you did?
No, it's like asking me which one of my children do I love the best. You know, I like them all. I liked all the movies that I've made.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time. Bustamante right here at Oxnard College, and here I am with Christian Chavez.
It's actually Chris Chavez. My mom calls me Christian. It's usually when I'm in trouble. But it's Chris Chavez, yeah.
I think mothers do that. They give your first, last name, and all these other names that you didn't know existed.
Oh, yeah. When I was growing up, I was always in trouble a lot. So it was like Christian, Tomas, Gomez, de Jesus, Santa Maria. There's all these names in the book, you know, but that's my mom.
I think when you hear your full name, that scares you more than the belt, doesn't it? Because that's so serious.
I don't think the belt really did anything for me anymore. After a certain age, I'm like, really? Come on.
So I've heard about your comedy. I've heard it's really impressive. Tell us what's different about it.
A lot of the stuff that I'm working on now, I'm developing a sketch series called Keeping It 100, and it's exactly what the title itself is just being funny in a more diverse way. And I feel like a lot of the comedy that I was writing before were more for the male audience, you know? And I think it wasn't really a challenge. I think now the stuff that I'm producing is more for leaning towards women, towards gay people, towards, you know, minorities. And, you know, I just feel like for me it's a bigger challenge to develop something that everybody can relate to. And if you can get away with producing something like that, I think it's 10 times funnier than the stuff that I was doing before.
Wow, that would show your creativity.
Yeah, you have to. It's doing a little bit of stand up. Kind of really, kind of created my creative. Reimbursed my. How would you say? What's the best word? Restarted. The best word for it is started up my creative muscle again. You know. a lot of just on the fly, something coming up with something quick. Once you start doing that, the writing just kind of a lot of the material starts to write itself, and one thing I've learned in especially doing stand up in LA and Long Beach and Pasadena is that you get a lot of different people, you get a lot of different cultures, so you kind of adapt to it, and the faster you adapt, the more lean a lot of your material is, and most of the big comedians that I've gotten to chat with, they've noticed that my material is a little different compared to some of the other comedians that go out there. I mean, a lot of my material is really clean and it's very honest. And a lot of my material does have to do with my mom growing up the way I was. So it's fun. It's a fun experience, and people can really relate to it.
Yeah, like my kids are like, Mom, you're that kind of mom that wants to cure everything with Vicks, and it's true, I do, and they joke about it, and it's funny, you know.
No, I wrote something earlier this morning, which were I was in my house and I was cleaning something, and I took a step outside and I can hear like the Mexican music being played in the background, you know. And I was like, oh my God, like I could totally hear my mom yelling at me as I'm cleaning, and that certain music like that you can kind of like relate to, because you could smell like the what is it, the Pine Sol or something like that, or the Fabuloso, you know, so you could kind of like, oh my God, like, so then I go back inside and clean and stuff. But yeah, I mean, stuff like that, I mean, I usually write because it's true, it is true, and a lot of people can relate to that.
I have an uncle who's a storyteller, and he makes us laugh so much, doesn't use any bad words. And when I was looking at him, I was thinking, God, why don't we have comedians like that could make us laugh, but they don't necessarily have to use too many bad words to where it's so many beeps and beeps, beeps, beeps that you don't realize what's going on.
Yeah, no, a lot of the comedians, when they go up there, I mean, I don't really badmouth anybody. I don't badmouth any of the comedians, and I'm one for, if you're gonna go up there and do it, you know. But for me, you don't really have to go above and beyond to curse, you know. Like it's about being true and just being honest and just being funny and being in the moment, you know. And when people go up there and do that, if that's what you want to do, that's cool, that's fine, you know. To do each his own, you know. But I've never been like that, and I never will be, you know. And a lot of stuff that I write is just, when you see it, it's very inspirational, and it's got a lot of kick to it, so.
So it's inspiring and a kick, and I think that's really good, because then you'll be addressing different genders, different people, not just people that want to listen to, like I said, either bad words, or a lot of the stand-up comedians put people down. So if you can get a mixture of just making people laugh with different subjects and at the same time inspire them, I think that's very, very interesting. You said that you cleaned it up a little bit.
Yeah, I've been doing this for a little bit, and when I first went up there, I didn't know what to say. There's, you know, what they call in the business like space fillers, you know. So when you're nervous, you're like bah, 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 and you curse, and you're like, well, that slipped out, you know. But as I start doing it more, and more confidence starts to kick in, and I'm like, okay, it's fine, you know. These people are out to see me. I'm gonna entertain them. I'm gonna give them the best performance that I can, and 9 times out of 10, you know, it's clean. It's clean comedy.
Yeah, if you're creative, clean comedy, and one bad word here and there, I think that's even funnier than just way too many.
Right, yeah. Right. It's the spontaneous stuff that comes out sometimes, and I'm like, but I love it. I love what I do, and it's very inspirational to hear that. Thank you.
I think it's kind of like your mom, just like me as a mom. I'll say a lot of things, and then I'll say something like a funny word or a bad word, just one single one, and the kids will laugh because it's funny, because it's just a single one.
Because they're not used to hearing you say that, you know, so it's kind of throws them off a little bit. So, I mean, growing up, I cursed a lot, and you better believe I got hit a lot because of it. But I didn't care, because that's who I was.
With a chancla?
Oh, no. I wish I got the chancla. No, I got the belt, so, yeah, it was pretty bad.
Just by talking to you, I'm really excited about your projects. I would love to go. Do you have what do you have going on?
I've got a couple shows coming out at the Harbor, in Ventura Harbor, and then I also got a couple shows at the Comedy Store on the 15th of February, 10 p.m. I've also got some stuff coming at the Ice House in Pasadena, and then over at Old World, the German pub in Huntington Beach. So I've got a lot of stuff coming up.
Awesome. If you're excited like me, just join them.
All right. Thank you.